Good rising, good rising, good rising, family. Black Feniks checking in. Right now, I'm outside the gas station, and I just wanted to say I am no longer doing service calls outside of the city limits. I'm in Oklahoma City right now, and I don't know if it's just due to the climate that's in the air, but from what I've been noticing, a few people I've asked about it, they said, it's really been like this, but they said it's getting bolder now. And what I'm talking about is it's this it's this racism, man, and this hate. Like, it is unreal. Like, literally, here I have to tell the people that text me off of my Craigslist ad, or if they hit me from a different source and have never seen me personally, I had to let them know I am an African American, a black man. I want to let you know that I'll be coming out. I had weapons pulled on me just for trying to go do service calls, man. And because they see me in a certain area and they say, well, I'm just making sure, that ain't no foolery going on, but this is in the broad daylight and I got logos on my truck. Like, I'm not pulling up to steal nothing. I'm looking for a location to do some work. But it's a lot of people, man, that's more racist than what you think. Like, I didn't, honestly, I wasn't even thinking that it was going to be like this, but I literally have to just turn down. Just like, if you're in a certain area and I talk to you and I know you white, then I know that it's a possibility, you know what I mean? That, nah, I'm not going over here. Like, I have literally been warned, like, nah, I won't go over here after dark, or watch yourself when you go over there, or I won't do this, and I'm like, man, but it's real like this. Like, I didn't know this. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't really pay no attention to it, but in Phoenix, man, I traveled the whole area because it's mixed up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big mix, and it's not a lot of that I can say. People have their opinions, but when they're trying to get things done, if you show up and you can do it, you the man. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say that. When it comes to actually getting things done, they don't care what you look like. Out here, it's more like, I need to get it done, but I would really, really rather shop with, Paul and John and one of the good old boys. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is. Now, I had some of my um, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? Actually only had, since I've been out here, I think I probably did, for someone black, I think I did maybe 2 service calls for them, something small, but I don't get a lot of traction. A lot of business owners now, I have got a couple business owner hit me up to do some services, and that's fine, but on a majority scale is what I'm saying. I can't do service calls outside of the area in Oklahoma City. Like, I can't. All these little bitty towns and certain spots, man, it's like you setting yourself up for a trick bag, being a black man. You know what I mean? I'm just being real, because you even go to deal with something where you trying to do it and you just get this funny feeling in your stomach, like, man, I might get, I might get gypped out my money, or just something, just, I don't know, man. It's crazy that that's what it is, man. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. This is just the truth, man. This is what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? This is what I've been facing here. And today, I had actually had a call, and after I let the gentleman know I was a black man, African American, that um he didn't respond. He was ready, sent me the address, ready to go, and something told me, hey, man, this is in the area, kind of, I'm unfamiliar with this area. So I'm like, I just want to let you know this is who I am. I want to say that because I've had situations and I'm not trying to have a situation. I ain't hear no response. The truth is in the pudding, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the, hey, man, I cannot make this up to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I literally can't make this up. So it's just different, man. You know what I mean? It's just different, man. It's different, man. And it's stressful at times. You know what I mean? When you're trying to build certain things and you like, man, it's 2020 and you still getting judged from your appearance and who you are in certain places, man. Like, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? But it's certain places we can go where we'll be able to prosper more. And that's what I have learned, man, that, you know, certain things are stepping stones. They are not meant to be forever, And me passing through Oklahoma City is most definitely a stepping stone. It is not forever. I passed through here to check it out, you know what I mean? But honestly, for me and what I'm trying to do, I don't want to be under the thumb. Like I'm conscious in that. I'm more conscious, and it bothers me. So I can't deal with the way they try to hold you back, you know what I mean? Unless you are tied into their system, unless you're, you know, kissing one of their, you know what I'm saying, one of their asses, you know what I mean, being oppressed for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, the cost of living is so crazy, you know. Even the versions of doing, service calls for contractors, like I don't even do that here because it's so different, you know what I mean? Like the way that they view the situation, man, it just, I don't even, cause in Phoenix I do like service calls for contractors or they got a job, even the one I did with the dock bumpers since I've been here, they wasn't from Oklahoma City, they was from Texas. And they hit me up and the guy was like, the reason I hit you up because I like how your ad said, and then I seen some bumpers and then you was completely different from the Oklahoma City area. The guy even told me, that was the white guy from Dallas. He was like, man, I'm gonna be real with you. It's hard to get people to stand on their word out here. People say they coming and don't show up, or or they make a lot of excuses. And since I've been here, I have noticed that they do make a lot of excuses for why they don't do something, like on both ends. Like they just make a lot of excuses, like, and they complain about a lot. Instead of really making something happen, they'll complain about it and want you to hear about it and want to write a song about it and want everybody to feel sorry for them. And I don't know, man. That's just my vibe and what I'm getting from here since I've been here. So I'm just venting just to let you know that I'm done, you know what I'm saying, as far as, especially outside the area, man. If it's inside the city limits, you know what I mean, I network, but I'm not even going to put myself in harm's way because I feel like that's what I'm doing, putting myself in harm's way, you know what I mean? And it's just difficult out here, man. It's different. But you know what? Things are coming together just very, very slowly, but it's coming, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna count all my blessings, you know what I mean? And regardless of what's going on, the only thing I can do is actually just endure and just be realistic with y'all, do your homework, man. Do your homework before you go to an area. Like really, really, really do your homework before you move to an area, especially if you're conscious, you know what I'm saying? If you're a conscious African American black man, sister, you know what I mean? You just want to be conscious about where you go and know that the system is different and you can operate now. Don't get me wrong. You can operate without dealing with anybody in this system over here. And that's literally how I've been maintaining. So I give a shout out, salute to all of my fans, all of my supporters, all of my followers, all of those who, who are loyal with, just praying for me, just all of those. That's what's been helping me stay above the water since I've been in Oklahoma City. Like I network with people that I've already started with, and a movement that I started before I got here, and building my independence. And that's what's been helping me since I've been here. Like it hasn't been just me coming here and really networking with the area because I don't know, it's just different, and like I say, I'm not the one to kiss nobody ass doing stuff, nobody. I don't care what color you are, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to do it, you know what I mean? I'm willing to help and work with anybody, but you can tell instantly when someone want to be served all the time. They don't want to do any serving, you know what I mean? And even Christ served his disciples. He washed their feet. You know what I mean? So the way I look at it, like there's no big eyes and little U's when you're doing business. Like we all gonna have to make a sacrifice. We all gonna have to do something to actually bring this thing together. You know what I mean? So, there's no such things as I'm not gonna be able to go through nothing, because you're gonna have to go through something. You're gonna have to be able to serve, you know. So it feels good for other people to serve you. I'm not getting it wrong. You don't get it twisted, but you're gonna have to do some serving too. So here I just noticed that, I got to switch up the game completely. Like it's been a completely different hustle for me. Everything is different, man. And it just allowed me to think, like allowed me to really think what's going on, really refocus, revamp what I'm doing, like everything, like it's unreal, man. You know what I mean? So I just like to keep a clear head and just say I don't really understand the full system, but I do know that when things happen and things change up, you got to change how you hustle. You got to change how you network. You literally have to go with the times. When you see that, okay, this is what it is, then you're gonna have to switch it up and do something else, and that's fine. But that's something that's got to happen if you really, really want your independence, because that's just what it is, man. I mean, that's just what I have noticed being out here. So just wanted to say, man, stay focused. It's Friday. Hopefully everybody have a good day. Everybody be on the grind. Hopefully, you know, everybody have a successful day. Happy, smiles, you know, all that good stuff. So just wanted to come to you and vent a little bit about that, man. It was just something that was on my mind. Doing a little gas station therapy right now. So I'm gonna let y'all go, like I say, and continue my day. Probably be popping up in on you, you know, a little here and there. But just wanted to talk about that, man. Y'all be blessed out there. Hog on.